time forever too, brother.
It's fucked up because I shouldn't even be here.
Be where?
Here. The only reason I'm
Why?
here.
Because she's sleeping?
Nah. Because me and my ex-girlfriend, we didn't have problems. I just had to leave because my baby mom died. So I had to come home.
Your baby mom died?
Yeah, so I had to come home to get him. He lived with her. So I had to come home and she couldn't
Come
leave.
home and get who, your son?
Yeah, he didn't live with me in Florida. He lived with
And
his
he's
mom.
about to be 14 or he is 14?
He's about to be 14.
And his mom who passed?
She died not last time.
Crazy accident or?
Yeah, drugs. She was clean for a while too.
Yeah, we all are. We know it. I know it.
Yeah, but I was in Florida, so I don't know if she was.
God bless you. God bless you. God bless
I knew it
her.
was
God
coming for a
bless your
long time.
babies. You knew it was coming for a while.
I mean, I did have a little hope, like the last year. She was, I talked to her on the phone. She sounded different. Like she wasn't good. It was Dana Nestor. You probably even know her.
Dana who?
Nestor.
Yeah. Wait, what? Nestor?
Yeah. That's
Yes, of course I know her. Wow.
Yeah. Broke my heart.
Absolutely. How couldn't?
Me and her hated each other too. Like the first.
Yeah, but
we had a
that's...
kid when we were 16. I mean.
Yeah, come
We were
on,
young.
dude. That's
We were
high
young.
school
Well,
sweetheart
I mean,
type
me
shit,
and her,
no?
Me and her were really close the last 6 years.
I'm so sorry to hear that, brother.
My girl, when I was in Florida, she was like, she's trying to find plane tickets. She's like, dude, they're like $1,000 to get on a plane right now. I was like, fuck this, I hopped in my car and called ass. Called ass. I got here
1,100
I got here
miles.
I got here in like 12 hours.
1,100-mile trip. It ain't nothing. That
I got
fucking
here
trip.
at $1.30. I had like it was a Hyundai Elantra GTC Desert Smash. I probably did like $1.20 all the way through Florida.
Yeah, that trip ain't
I
nothing.
got out of Florida in like 2.5 hours.
Take your son to Georgia?
No, I took my time in Georgia.
Why? Because the cops?
Yeah, they don't fucking pull you over.
The Carolina states, I heard, are bad. I'm sorry I'm weird, but you never know.
Dude, I drove you back and forth probably like 7 or 8 times. I think I seen
What, from Carolina?
No, from Florida to here.
Oh, yeah, Florida's usually good. They mind their business. But like you said, Georgia, I really didn't know about, but I've known about the Carolina states. They're fuckers. I don't think it's the state boys neither. I also think it's the cops. You had to drive up by yourself.
Dude, I found out she died and I was in my car on the highway like 20 minutes later.
That is fucking shitty. That is shit.
I left on like a Thursday. We went out Friday night. Landed Saturday and we drove back there.
God bless you, dude.
Literally like, she couldn't leave Florida. Her whole family's there, and there's a thing in Florida when you become a teacher, you can't go to a different state and teach until you've taught in that state for 3 years.
Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
it's a real thing.
Dude, you know how many stupid stipulations are out there?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
fucked up. So she couldn't come.
Absolutely
And we
crazy.
thought about just waiting. I was like, I'm not doing this for 2 years.
I'm sorry I'm being a weirdo, but I gotta get the fucking angle, bro.
I'm sure every single motherfucker that does this is the same way. They probably never had to.
And this is just a shitty ass fucking tripod. So wifey sleep right now.
I fucked up. She don't be doing nothing right now because when I was in Florida, I fucking was clicking through shit that I haven't watched. I started watching. I watched this show called How to Get Away with Murder. It was actually pretty sick. And I showed it to her. Now she's obsessed. So I can't do nothing. I just sit there and watch it.
She won't stop watching it. Mine watches.
I could be in the middle. I could be at the end of a show that I'm watching where I'm about to find out somebody's gonna die, and she would just come and shut the tail. Just turn on her show. And I'm like, yo, can I see if this person dies?
My
30 seconds.
My girl's into all that shit too, dude. She loves them fucking cop shows. I don't get why this ain't staying. Loves cop shows, dude. My old lady, that's funny.
I always thought it was like I never watched it because I thought
I like
it was a
First
chick
48. That's my cop show.
show. Yeah, Yeah, first movie.
That's
I
what
used to
I
watch
watch.
that every day after school.
Yeah, that's what I
I'll
watch.
grab something to eat and we'll just be on.
You get fucking addicted to
Now
it.
they have to like after the first movie.
Yeah, I know. Crazy fun. Dude, they got everything now. They got the ambulance drivers. They got fucking firemen. You think so?
I don't know. Some of that shit just be. Even some of the crimes are outrageous.
Yeah, they are.
Like, you just happen to find the most outrageous shit on TV show.
Right. Well, anything comes with money, you know that shit.
That's the same thing when I thought about
Finally.
the live TV. Like, you're telling me you're actually just gonna, like, you can
That's
get a
real.
shootout at any
Dude,
point.
that's real, dude. That's gotta be real. It's gotta be real.
Yes.
Maybe because it could be edited. Maybe. I don't know. You thirsty or something? Yeah, I don't know, dude. I think that's real.
I just feel like if you know there's a chance that you could just be in a shootout and people's heads could get shot off in this camera, you can't put this shit on TV.
It's
You don't
true.
know if that's just gonna happen. She's
True.
walking into a fucking Wawa.
I agree. It's a shaky situation, but I think it be them fucking people from across seas that don't mind videotaping that shit. I'm sure they sign contracts, and I'm sure once everyone gets home safe, the cops get paid off
See,
that.
you know what? That's a shame. I knew this kid from Florida was like really the only kid that I chilled with. His name. Oh, fuck.
Choosing half. Choosing half.
Nah. I lived with my dad, and then me and my dad got into a fight, and I met this girl, the girl that I was dating. I met her on my birthday, smashed, left, hit her up like 2 days later, and then like 3 days later I moved into her dorm and I lived with her and we ended up dating, and then we got an apartment. Fucking weird. Like,
What college she go to? The Atlantic, FAU, Florida Atlantic University. Yup, dude, I never partied there, but I've
I went
heard
to
a lot about it.
They get free tickets.
Yeah, I didn't go to games either, man.
I went to a lot of
Big stadium, nice stadium. How about the Eagles? You an Eagles fan? That was my dad. My dad passed away a year and a half ago, and he raised me. You know, you get raised to be an Eagles fan, and he raised me to be one as he was one too. You only get to have one team, and he broke my heart when he switched that up. But he followed Andy, and he liked Patty, but he was always an Eagles fan. So I was getting a lot of flack for having that on my wall, like in my videos and shit. I didn't even answer the
He's gonna be
comments
the
'cause
next
people
greatest.
don't
I mean,
know. Who, Patty?
unless he gets like crazy, unless he gets like a serious crazy injury. I mean, the dude's gonna be good. He's not gonna not be good.
He's a gunslinger.
He's already showed that
And
he's
he's young. I don't know. I'd have to think for a minute to think who's the best right now. I like
He
Trevor
lit up
Lawrence.
a defense.
I like Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence. He did what about his defense?
Like almost like the Eagles had a crazy defense. And,
Yeah, I know.
And he shit on us. I mean, I don't know if he shit on us or.
Dude,
I think the offensive line should have got the MVP, not him.
Yeah,
That
right.
should, we didn't touch that.
A lot of people
We
were
didn't sack him, we didn't touch that.
were pissed he got the MVP, but he does that like falling inches from the ground,
Yeah,
sidearm
he doesn't
bullet shit, like no look passes. Yup. He's an athlete. Period.
And just the way he does it too. Like,
I was a quarterback and a middle linebacker too. I got a good arm.
he won the championship in the Super Bowl on one leg.
He won what?
On one leg, pretty much.
Yeah, right.
With an ankle,
I mean,
like,
you know
I
how
mean-
they might hype that shit up too, you know.
I thought he was out, dude. I jumped up. I might have jinxed it.
I
He got hurt.
didn't-
I jumped up. I was like, oh my god, thank you.
Yeah, oh, during the game,
Yeah, I was like,
I
oh,
said the same shit. Yeah,
I was like, oh, if he doesn't come back in, we're definitely.
yeah, I said the same shit. But as far as you know how they'll say, leading up to the Super Bowl, oh, Patty Mahomes' ankle is getting hopefully better by the day. That bitch ain't hurt.
Nah,
You're
I've
just
had
building up.
second grade high ankle sprains, and you know that shit ain't healing.
I tore my Achilles
That
and
shit
I
ain't
played
healing
on it
in
for
2
the
days.
rest of the season. My dad just taped it up thinking it was a high sprain.
She looking back like I'm flashing, baby, no way. And lately I've been on that juice.
But a sprain's not stopping you from the Super Bowl. The only way if you're a quarterback, you're not going back in that game is if your leg snapped or something.
Right. I can't believe they even embarrassed them boys by putting high sprains as the reasonings and stuff, because that ain't nothing but tape and a cortisone shot that you get faithfully. Like, it's crazy, man. It's because of the money. That's it. It's the college ball you need to get into. So
yeah, I know, bro. I didn't even know college was that crazy until I got Florida.
Man.
They don't give a fuck about the NFL anymore.
Man.
First of all, they do not
No,
care.
yeah, it's all college. It is all college ball. And you know how many, you know where Deerfield is, right? You know how many prospects came out of Deerfield High? Like, a lot. I'm talking the strike, not Strahan. I'm talking, I gotta look them up, but like crazy players that we know came out of Deerfield High. I was so shocked when I first heard this list, and this was a while ago. That's why I don't remember any. Don't hesitate to say you're good, because I know you've been smoking. Okay.
I would have kept it. I would just kept grabbing.
You sure you want a drink? Gatorade?
Yeah, I'll take that one now.
I'm gonna do it like this. Fucking toe that hurts so goddamn bad. This is the last Gatorade. I gotta get some more in the morning.
See, that's the only thing. That's the reason I hated J. Cole.
Hated who? J. Cole?
J. Cole.
J.
Like,
Cole?
he was J. Paul.
J. Paul, why?
Yeah, because like he was talking so much shit, like
Yeah,
like
you're
doesn't like
supposed
him.
to.
Yeah, but doesn't like him.
Gotta have that.
Supposedly didn't like him. And then after the thing in the press conference, he said he gave him a gift for his son.
Well,
He
you
said,
got,
"I'm sorry,
that's
Brendan."
that propaganda, the hype. You know?
I'm happy he did that. I'm
Still
happy he
gotta
wasn't.
be-
I judged him wrong.
You still gotta be a good sportsman. And, you know,
I didn't think he was gonna be.
he gives Rolex to his opponents. I've seen him give Rolex to a couple of his opponents before. You gotta be a good sportsman. Not to mention he's an Ohio boy who grew up as a wrestler, a football player, so his daddy taught him well when it came to sportsmanship. And he is a good athlete, man. He's a good boxer. Logan just fell off.
He needs a better trainer.
I don't know what the fuck he needs.
He's got that. It's like all I do is work on power. The guy has no speed. And I don't understand because a lot of people are like, nah, Jake Paul, he's quick. He's quicker than a lot of boxers.
I don't follow him.
It seemed like the whole fight, he just got outboxed. The whole fight, he was just trying to knock him out. He was too hyped on trying to knock him out.
Yeah, right. Well, the hype was so real behind it. Well, did you see the face-offs and all that shit? Where there was, where Jake wore that white button-up shirt and they like pushed each other and all that. So it was like there was a lot of hype and built up shit behind it, to where I don't know. It's all propaganda, dude. You got to build that shit up and then be respectful. Like that's where the watches and shit come in.
I'm actually kind of happy Fury ended up getting the win.
Absolutely.
If I would have heard them call Jake Paul's name, I would have never watched boxing again.
Well, if Jake Paul...
I would have never watched boxing again.
Right, and okay, if the fight was that bad, I gotta go back and watch it because I haven't seen it. But the fact to where I give credit where it's due, but I feel like for some reason I just don't like Jake. He's got the mentality that I did. Like I played football and wrestled my whole life, and I always told myself, I fist fought my whole life too. I always told myself I can't be beat. You can't beat me. I'm untouchable, and I've always been super strong when needed to be because I had that mentality. So I like him in that standpoint, but there's just something about him to where if he would have won that fight, it would have just been more talking, more money for him, more opportunities, and he hasn't fought no one. Get in the motherfucking ring with Garcia.
Well, that's
Let Garcia tag you the fuck up. Let Ryan tag you up. What?
Actually, you were talking about something real fast. That kid's
Ryan will fucking ruin him. He'll take the weight cut. He'll gain it if he has to, because you know Jake's a big boy. But Ryan, he won't take the fight with Ryan. He's a lot bigger. He is. He won't take the
That
fight.
don't matter. Look at
line.
Jake and fucking Mayweather. Jake,
Yeah.
or not Jake, Logan. Logan was like 7 fucking inches taller than him.
Then who? Mayweather?
Yeah, when they fought.
Yeah.
Like,
And
when
Logan,
he came out,
that's
I thought
why
he was just gonna destroy him.
it's throwing to me too. That's why a few of the punches that Logan landed looked really powerful. I never really considered that he looked as big as he did because he was a lot bigger than.
I just thought I'm just like, I understand if you can fight. Being small don't mean shit.
Right.
But when you're that big and you're strong and you have
technique
and you
at
have
that
training
at that level,
and you're that much bigger,
like training, like you said, yeah, that much bigger, right? I feel like he's.
Mayweather just too good at just defense.
I feel
it's
it's
crazy.
I don't.
People, you think you're hitting him, you're not.
Yeah, you're not. He's slipping.
Like I said, when Jake
but
came out,
inches.
like haymaker, he didn't land anything.
I gotta watch that fucking fight.
Or not Jake, Logan. Logan, when he came out in the fucking fight.
Well, you gotta imagine the motherfucking hype built up behind that. He's got something to prove. If I knock Floyd out, I get all this clout.
Yeah.
But it's fucking.
I don't think he would have though.
Nah.
Everybody be like, okay, did he knock down someone that was half your age or twice your age and literally half
there
your
have been
size?
tons of excuses,
Twice
but I
your
really had hopes. I had high hopes for Logan. I really
I thought he was
thought.
I really did. I was like, maybe that's an idiot. I was like, at least he would, and it wouldn't count. It wouldn't count it in everybody's eyes. It might not have been on his record, but everybody knew he lost.
How about McGregor? McGregor's done.
McGregor would have. I think McGregor would have fucked him up if he was trained to last that long. UFC don't fight. They don't fight that long rounds or that many rounds. So he's trained. He wasn't trained for a long fight like that. So by the 6th round, he was done.
And
Mayweather knew that.
Fight, I thought you were talking about the Jake fight because Jake proposed one with McGregor. McGregor laughed at him, but there's a contract. Like certain big fighters can't go rounds, can't box. Dana won't allow McGregor to step in a boxing ring to where he'll promote. Who would he promote? He promoted Floyd and who? McGregor, right? So maybe he would let big people get in, but he would kill Jake. So that was just a propaganda fucking newscast statement too. I don't think that was
if you're in a ring or a cage with McGregor for 5 minutes or less, you're fucked.
If you're a cage, you're done. You're not coming out alive.
That's what I'm saying. Like
the glove.
Everybody said it like, yeah, he at least he could box. You put Mayweather in a cage, he's gonna last.
And he can box, man. He came up.
He was just tired. He couldn't even lift his arms by the 6th round.
He was tired.
And that's why everybody was right. Mayweather knew that.
He let him. Probably partying and where they fight Vegas, right?
Yeah.
He's probably partying Vegas. He's a fucking nutcase. He's always partying, hitting old men in pubs. He's always doing that. I seen him on his Lamborghini yacht. He bought a Lamborghini yacht a couple months ago. He's cruising, fucking with his open shirt out in Miami on his Lamborghini yacht. I love McGregor. I love him. From the way he talks to the way he's slick with it, quick with it. He's witty.
And he's got the accent to back it up too.
That's what I'm saying.
The accent
so much
makes
better.
it. I thought I listened to it in my head in like a different accent, and it just sounded stupid.
Dude, I used to watch like his videos, his pump up videos, like, cause he's got like really motivationally speaking videos that like really, if you put headphones in, it makes you feel good. You fuck around and do 100 push-ups real quick before bed. He's got good shit. You good on this still, right?
Yeah.
Did anybody say anything? Cause I know I had a viewer or two, and they be hiding the viewers. The viewers pop in at the end. Chillin'. So what? You're just arrived for work tomorrow? You ain't got work tomorrow?
I thought, what's fucked up is I was hyped. Because I've been off for like 2.5 months. I mean, I've worked like a day or two a week just doing stupid shit around the shop.
And you're starting back to doing what? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Pools. And you swear to God, I gotta get.
I can't get you in there if you can get there. I mean,
there's no problem.
I don't know how much you can start off at.
I will
probably
push
17.
I will push your room with pennies. If you give me 17 up, it's like I'll kiss your feet if you give me 17. I guarantee your boss will come to you. I guarantee your boss will come to you in a couple months, bowing down to you for bringing
You just told the company.
I'm so respectful.
You just told the company. I don't know who the fucking boss is.
Huh?
Now, somebody bought the company. I don't know who the boss is.
But whoever would be important that talks to you, they'll praise you forever.
Yeah, the guy that that's running it is he's my best friend.
Yeah.
Best man at my wedding.
I
He's
do.
running it now.
I
So
do.
it's gonna be better for me.
Yeah,
He's
right.
gonna be the one writing up all the radio shit.
Right. So what am I gonna do? Call you in a week? Call you tomorrow? Call you in a week? Play the fucking.
I will call you after I work on Monday. I can call him.
I'll pay you to get me.
Dude, you understand? We go through
So many employees.
so many.
No one sticks.
So many
See, I'm a stick and stay.
People are this. Dude, all these kids think they, you know what it is? They hire. I don't even know why they do it, but hires like a bunch of kids that just got out of high school.
Dude, I got
Kids
all
are
the
free
fruit terminated by a slow kid. I was his manager. You know, the company had continuous problems with him with wanting to cut time, and I was a manager of the maintenance department in ShopRite, and he wasn't doing, he was hiding in the bathroom, like putting his feet up on the metal things where I looked under and I still can't even see his feet. But I wait outside the bathroom and he still walked out, so I'm like, dude, your feet were really hanging up. To where, like, I asked him to do things and he didn't. A bunch of times, you know, his mom came and prayed when my father died. He asked me to come and barbecue and hang out around bonfires and shit. Like, I'm off. This happened on a Wednesday. Me and him got into an argument because he didn't do what I asked him and he's lingering around. I said, Matt, you know, please just stay in the kitchen. We're short. We're down 2 men. I got the store, you know. I got the store. I don't do dishes. I take care of the store. And there's so much shit that goes into fixing spillages, making sure everything's neat, put away. Like, I'm a fucking monster when it comes to work. And he wouldn't stay in the kitchen. And we got into it. I don't even remember me cussing. This happened at the end of a Thursday. I'm off this happened at the end of a Wednesday. I'm off every Thursday. I come in Friday because I'm off Thursday. My boss said, Josh, can I talk to you upstairs? I go upstairs to the owner of ShopRite. My boss in there saying, hey, the language that you used, we're going to have to let you go, but we're going to be your best reference and give you unemployment. I never got my unemployment. I never asked him for a reference. My jaw hit the floor. I was in shock. Something drastic happened. He brought a lawyer in there. Mommy brought a lawyer in there. Scared them to death. So I was wrongfully terminated. I had a case.
Now, where I work, you can just tell your boss about it.
Well, I'm just a great worker. So I'm getting at. Like, I accumulated fucking 3 different.
You don't even have to be a good worker.
I got 3 different.
You have to show up.
I got 3. Right, show up. Bring yourself there.
And be able to handle the heat.
Right, I got 3 different pay raises in 9 months. I got 3 different pay raises. 2 days before they wrongfully terminated me, they gave me Employee of the Month, updated my picture and their website with what my picture and what it is I love to do. So you know the lawyer came in and scared them to death and something drastic like that happened. I was wrongfully terminated.
See, that's why companies, they want to do that shit. Just put in your policy that you can fire for no, you don't have to give it, because some people,
stop hiring
they can fire
in that
you
realm.
and not have to even tell you why they
Stop
fire
hiring in that fucking realm. I know there's a certain amount you're supposed to, but fuck all that. When they're fucking with corporation and production, you gotta fire them. I got a case. I'm on trial for them right now because I would go to my YouTube and I voiced how I felt after it happened. Because when it happened, my daughter was born the same night. Like, they almost ruined my entire family. Like, the night they fired and did this weird shit, my daughter was born. Like, I stressed my wife into having the baby. And what was I saying? I stressed fucking.
You were talking about stressing about the baby. Because of the shit that happened with your job.
Yeah, they wrongfully terminated me. I came and told her the baby was born, and then I started to voice my opinion on YouTube, and he took it upon himself, just like the neighbor that did. He just called the cops on me not too long ago to go on my YouTube. This is America. As long as I don't say your government and your address and shit like that, I can voice my opinion. It's better I get it off this way so I don't catch a body and kill you. So you think I'd rather get it off. It's best that I get it off this way. And you're taking it upon yourself to stalk me and watch my shit, so it ain't my fault. He took my videos to the police station and showed them all the shit, and now I got cyberbullying harassment charges. I just caught more harassment charges because of some weird shit with her neighbors.
I still don't understand how you get charged with it.
It's
fucking words.
I laugh at it. Yeah, I know, and it's America, and I don't alternate.
Even if you don't,
and
even
it's my
if it's not
platform.
the freedom of speech shit. It's not even just the freedom of speech shit. It's words.
Yeah.
You
gotta
go to
charge
court. You
me
gotta go to
behind
court and
words.
talk to somebody because you didn't like
said
them.
words, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yep.
That's crazy.
And I got so many text messages and funny videos and shit that they've said that I can't wait to go to court. I got lawyers, I got the whole shebang.
I don't think I've done a sit in court not like.
No, yeah.
I'm talking gun.
It's going to be
really serious.
It's going to be a mockery.
Is this that? This is that.
I'm bringing my son. It's going to be a mockery.
This can't be. And half the motherfuckers that do that, they do that at petty. They don't even fucking. They're not even upset.
No, like I told you.
They're just like, I can't do nothing. I can't beat him up. I can't do this.
Well, listen, I told you the big fucking steroid-induced bitch-made motherfucker that I beat up a couple months ago and I left bloody. He does it. He's got a track record of calling people's POs and breaking up real marriages, calling husbands and telling wives they're cheating and trying to get people to piss, saying that they're going to piss hot. They call their POs and he don't piss hot. He's been ducking that kid. He ran from a kid at the laundromat because he made a phone call and him. He's got a track record of making fraudulent, false, bullshit phone calls. And he added me to the list of it, bringing my family into it by having them people like come into my family and knock on my door because he's jealous. He envies us. He hates us. My kids did everything. It is. He's got a lit. He literally. I mean, the 15th or 13th, 14th one he's done this type of shit to. When he gets in his feels, you know, his girl called me 2 weeks ago, begging me to come get her from AC. He did it to me again, Justin. He beat the fuck out of me. He's choked his son out. He told him, you know, you ain't my fucking kid. Why he's got him by his neck. She's calling me, Justin. He did it to me again. He threw me out of the truck. He beat the fuck out of me. You gotta come get me. You gotta come get me. Just for it to... Just for his false, alleged, fraudulent phone calls taking advantage of the system to be entertained. Like the proof is in the pudding now. And guess what? His dumb ass, as soon as he made that fraudulent call and they showed up to my house, he antagonized my girl talking about, yeah, we're watching for my cameras. I hope you like that. We're playing dirty. Like shot himself right in the foot. Like the ammunition I had built up against this man that my lawyer has. Dude, he's a fucking weirdo. I was like, you couldn't even accomplish a sicko mission. You had to rat on yourself. I live rent free so bad in your head that you had to rat on yourself. You fucking weirdo. Like,
People are so stupid.
I'm telling you, man.
They really are.
Sickos. Disgusting. Literally, scum of all scum, bro. I'm telling
What's
you.
up? It's Rennie. If you like that Uprock session, make sure you check out my Uprock session.
Like when I get bored, I just go to sleep.
Right.
Some people just out there doing extra shit.
Ruining families. Trying to ruin families. Thinking they are. But all they're doing is, and then they're calling cops. And then they're calling cops and then people hoping that they get a false sense of security, but you're not saved because my lawyers are gonna get you, and I'm not.
Nah, man, the last time I even got to any kind of altercation was at Skeeter's. Last fucking St. Patty's Day. I actually just went back there for the first time like a month ago. Right, I got my beard back. When I first got back, I was all over Facebook. Probably seen my name across. They didn't find me. They didn't know who I was. Thankfully, they didn't know my name.
Dude, I get away every time. I got away this time when he called the cops on me. Hey, you know, he called the people on me, and then I let it go. And then that night he called the cops on me because he was stalking my life, scurried away from the police. And then the 2 months ago when I whooped his ass, I scurried away from the police. And as soon as I left, I'm walking out the front door and he's watching me walk out his bay window, or past his bay windows. I'm walking out with my groceries because my girl just went shopping and I ain't trying to get locked up. So I'm walking to my escape vehicle while he's watching me leave through his front window after 40 hours. Because after he made the phone call, I was in his front and back camera because he's got cameras everywhere begging him all night for 38 hours. Please come out your house. Come out your motherfucking house, bro. Come the fuck out this house. I'm telling you.
At least you didn't go in.
Right, because that would be
Yeah,
really
that's what I'm
bad.
saying.
I kept telling him the first time was bad, this time's going to be way worse. So it's bad that I was in his cameras because he's got that against me. But when I show the proof, like, what do these judges think when people do this crazy shit to people out of the blue? Like, am I not supposed to act like this? No, this man needs to get beat the fuck up and put in jail. Y'all don't do your job, so I'm going to do justice. So I'm in this fucking, I mean, his camera's begging him to where the next day I get, you know, he don't answer me in his cameras all night, and I'm up all night. I watch him. I'm up all night pacing. I'm like, I'm gonna catch him when he leaves because I know he scurries out. He's got to scurry out in the morning and scurry back in late at night. So he left at 6:45 in the morning, and I was up all night with sick thoughts, and I just wanted to chase after the truck when it got out of the camera view and drag him from his out his car and beat him 3 inches from his life. But I was thinking about my daughter, and I watched him leave. And it was eating me alive all day. Later at night, he comes over at 9:45, and then I got on my live and I started my shit. And he stalked my shit, called the cops on me. I got up out of there, and as I got up out of there, I was antagonizing, walking to my way, to my escape vehicle with my groceries. You know, cops all around and everything. Cops can suck my dick. You ain't doing shit. As soon as I leave and the cops leave, once I leave, 40 hours later, he stepped outside and antagonized Amanda, yelling from his doorstep, Amanda, do something, do something. Amanda's like, I got my kids over here, I got the video. I got my baby over here, my baby's sick. And then he's like, Brandy, go the fuck out there, do something. Brandy walked out there, threw a punch. Amanda slammed her on the ground, started beating on her. All of a sudden, this little derelict 11-year-old bastard child comes out of nowhere, yielding a fucking deadly weapon, swinging a hammer with extreme force, hit Amanda in her back. Her hand's broken. I don't know if he hit her in the hand or if she broke her hand, beat her face in. And the daddy stopped my son. My son came to stop it as his poor mom's getting hit with a hammer. This piece of shit goes like this, stops my son and stands over the women as his son, as he watches his son continue to fucking swing the hammer, and then the video stopped. And I wasn't there. He did it all as soon as daddy left. No, he did it all when daddy left. That's the point.
That's what I was waiting for.
He watched me leave is the whole point.
Okay.
And then he came out after 40 hours of me begging him to come out. And then because he antagonizes and fucks with women. Because every time he gets treated, everyone in the complex treated him. He steps to real men and he gets treated. He thinks he can push his weight around. But when you step to a real man, you get treated. That steroid shit ain't nothing.
Now
it makes you look
big.
No, yeah, well listen, windows are getting broken because we moved. We don't live there. Bay windows are getting
No,
broken.
smart. It
Windshields
was smart
are
not to.
broken. Yeah, right.
It definitely sounds like it was hard not to.
Right.
I can't be replaced. I get more head than a toupee. He been eating this ass for like 2 days. You still mad, bitch, it's a new day. New day, new day. Still fucking that nigga, bitch, it's a new day. Nigga wanna argue, tell him it's a new day. I'm still a topic and it's a new day. You still mad, bitch, it's a new day. Still fucking that nigga, bitch, it's a new day. Nigga wanna argue, tell him it's a new day. I'm still the topic and it's a new day. Bitch, it's a new day. New day. Bitch, get a new day.
Crazy. Wifey. Stay at her parents with wifey. You got a nice little room or set up, a man cave, anything.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the only thing that sucks about it.
You
Like,
don't have
well, not her dad. I mean, during the day, well, during the winter kind of sucks. During the day, I just sleep off. And then by the time he gets home at like 2, he works at Gentry.
Who's that? Her dad?
Yeah, he works at Gentry. And he leaves like 4, but he gets home at like 2. And when he
Did
gets
you ever
home,
text me your number? I'm the quickest learner. I'm respectful.
and we don't build this company. We don't build it. It's real cool, but that's why I like this job because we do everything.
Right. Right.
That's just a bonus that my right hand man is fucking
Also.
He's gonna be the one that everybody's going to. He's the only one that knows everything. And I know a lot, but I'm sure the shit out
Yeah, well, like you said, you gotta
He's
pay
been doing it for 13
attention.
years. I've been doing it for 6.
Right on. And
14 years, I think.
you're right there behind his ass.
He can just go really fast. I can probably do anything. It's just a matter of thinking about it.
Yeah, sure.
He just goes and don't even think about it.
Oh man, that would be great.
The
dude.
hardest part
That would
about
be
your
great.
day. The hardest part about your day is literally
Get the heat. The heat, I ain't worried about
But
that.
I'm used to it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still hot. I still bitch about it, but
I got marine construction under my belt. I was swinging hammers in Florida for 5 years or for 7 years, well, 6 years, because it took me a year to get work in 103-degree weather, fucking building $100,000 docks. Like, I got good trades under my belt, man. I'm really good. I'm a good worker. I'm respectful. On time. I don't bullshit. I pay attention. I follow the leader. I do what you ask. It's what happens. You network. You reach out. You build relationships as we've known each other, and it's been years, but hopefully we get working.
I can damn near almost guarantee it. Like, there's we old half the kids that came last year.
You would make my families. You would make my families. God bless. You would make my families.
I don't give a fuck about it. I mean, you don't care what you do. I mean, obviously.
No, I'm saying you would make my
who you are, you don't
families.
care what you do.
Man, I
As
smoke
long as you
weed.
show up to fucking work.
I show up. I never call out. I'm never late. I smoke weed, and I'm not a felon. I'm not a scumbag. I don't steal. I don't do drugs. And you guys would make my family complete with me finally getting back to work. 17, shit. That'd be nice, man. I don't care if it's
It's definitely
15.
one of them. I can't see it being
I
anything.
don't care if
It's
it's
slavery.
15. Yeah, right. It should be
When you're working out in the
17.
sun, I mean, I'm not gonna get working out in the sun getting paid the same.
Should be
shit.
17. I've done all that type of shit, man. But adding the pool trade to under my belt would be amazing, dude. I would love to learn with you. I really
Yeah,
would.
like I said, you really don't want to get into it. I mean, it's easy, but it's just
No, I want to do whatever it is
all
you
this
do.
shit
I
is
want to
just
follow
simple.
your
There's
lead.
no heavy. I mean, it's just.
I
I
want to follow
learned
your
everything I learned was just from watching the guy that was doing it.
That's it.
That's how
You were a helper at one time, and now you're the lead, and you'll be my help. I'll be your helper,
Yeah, well,
or
you
if
need to be
we're
with me.
lucky
Because
enough.
I think he's gonna put 2 crews for liners.
When do you go back? Monday?
I go back March 1st. But that's
So
that was
that's right
actually
here.
the cool
That's
thing about my boss selling it. If he didn't sell it, I wasn't gonna go back to like April 15th or something.
Oh, good.
So since he sold it, I started.
So, well, you going back and you supposed to not be there for a little while? Is he going to take your word on having a really,
What do you mean?
having I'm an ace, dude. Like, I'm an ace
Oh,
up
yeah,
your
exactly.
sleeve. Is he going to take your word that you got a really
Yeah, dude,
good friend?
I showed up there like 2 days after Mark went. Mark worked there before. My boy Mark. He worked there before. Left. Went to this dude Damien that we were working for. Dude Damien, he's the coolest dude outside of work. But like when you guys are in work, like the definition of he don't even know you, like you're a piece of shit.
Right.
Like he talks to you like a piece of shit, and you're like, what the fuck? Like we're cool. What do you want? And like he'll be like, you fucking suck, you fucking scumbag. I'm like, I'm not doing this no more. So I left like two days after Mark left. Went there, and the owner idolized Mark, and then Mark told him what I could do. So it was easy. So now I can pretty much. He doesn't even care.
Man,
He doesn't care. I could bring him someone that's 4-foot midget skinny dude, and he's like, yeah, what's up?
And that's another thing. I got crazy strength. Like, man, that would be such a blessing, bro. I really
The
hope
heaviest thing you have to
we
lift up is
catch
a
up.
box, a line or a box.
When's the first? In a couple days.
I thought that's what I was saying. I thought it was tomorrow, and I was kind of hyped. Like on Friday, I thought it was tomorrow. And I was
No,
like, well,
it's
I go back to work
Monday, right?
Yeah, I was like, I go back to work Monday.
What's today? Sunday? Tomorrow is Monday.
Yeah, but it's next Monday. I thought it was tomorrow.
Tomorrow's March 1st. Oh,
No, next
There's
Monday.
28 days in this week, so you're going back Wednesday, if anything. There's only 28 days in this month. When do you go back? Check your calendar. Since there's only 28 days left.
Oh, no. They're doing it on purpose because the pay period starts on Wednesday.
Gotcha. So no matter what, you go back on the 1st.
Yeah. That's what it is. Damn, bro. I don't know why I thought that was Monday. That's Wednesday.
I've been thinking it too, because the 28 days been fucking me up.
I mean, I would have been good. I just would have got a phone call at 6 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Mark would be like, yeah, where you at? I just assumed it was on a Monday.
I'm gonna be motherfucking. I'm calling you first thing on the 1st, just to remind you. I'm not gonna be an annoying fuck. I just wanna fucking.
Be annoying.
You know, I got hired by GME, Gold Medalist Environmental Trash Truck Company. They hired me, orientated me, hired me, piss tested me, and when I went the very next day after the orientation to get piss test, it was like this old cop, bald, you could tell he's a racist, old, bald, stocky, racist fuck. He drew a line on the cup and I pissed, it wasn't enough. I'm like, dude, that's literally half an inch under the cup, like, come on, bro. He's like, I'm an ex. What'd he say? He's like, I'm ex-fed. You're gonna sit here and piss again for me. So I was like, all right. I sat down and I was a smart ass. It was an hour and a half drive. I was drinking water the whole time. So I drank one little, the cups of water they give you were this big. I drank one little cup. I said, I'm ready. He said, there's no way you can be ready. I said, sir, listen. I drove an hour and a half away. I could piss for you all I wanted. I just froze up. You're behind me the whole time. Like, I'm good. Like, I think he threw my piss away. Long story short, I was calling. The boss that hired me loved my persistence, my annoyance, if you want to call it that, but it's really just respectful persistence because I'm a worker. And he didn't have words for 19 days. 19 days later, I call him. He's like, so we can't take you on. I was like, why? Was there weed in my system? Because in the beginning, it had to be your very first initial test. Has to be clean. And I drank a detox thing, and I knew I was clean. I was like, was it because the weed? He was like, no, there was nothing in your system. You didn't talk to them? I was like, I talked to no one in the 19 days. I've been talking to you every other day, and now you're telling me this 19 days. This was supposed to. I was supposed to be working that Wednesday. I was supposed to be working in 4 days. It's been 19 days. And he's like, man, I'm sorry. I thought that they would have called you. I have no clue why. So I got fucked there. I got hired by Target. I show up for orientation. There's 1 million people there. I'm at the warehouse all week. They gave me an orientation day. I filled it out online. They sent me an email, said I was hired. They gave me an orientation date, which was 2 weeks from when they told me in that email that I was hired. So I go to orientation 2 weeks later. Every day through them 2 weeks, I'm checking to make sure, everything's still green checked and I'm good to go. All my shit's still filled out. I get up in line and, I give my name, Justin Kamak. They're like, oh, you didn't do the background check. I said, excuse me, here. I said, look, Kamak curse, anything bad that can happen. My last name's Kamak, the Kamak curse. Here, I took screenshots of everything, and I showed them. They're like, that's all well and good that everything was checked off, but it's saying here you didn't complete the background check. I said, well, can we do it? Like, what do we got to do to get me in these gates? Like, they're like, you got to reapply, and it's going to take 2 months. So then I scurried and got a job at CTDI, some corny-ass little computer thing to get through Christmas, and then I quit there, and I've been without a job for maybe a month. So I've been getting fucked left and right.
I love being off in the winter, but it's like
What,
that last
it's
initial
a
month.
seasonal job?
I mean, you probably work till
And then what, you collect the rest of the winter?
yeah, but it's nice though because when we collect, like right after we're done, pretty much done,
Well,
we'll go out.
we're not left with no money for winter time, right? Good.
You collect unemployment and then he pays you taxes from the north, like 2 or 3 days a week. To like just because in the winter you can install the covers.
Right.
Everything else,
Oh,
yeah, I mean,
yes.
Because afterwards everything it's closed, so we're not touching
Yes,
the pools.
very true. You
So
can do
we'll
that.
do like 2 or 3 covers a week.
You can do that. So that's a cool gig. Plus, you
Now you're
motherfucker,
double
like you
dipping.
said, you collect. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Cool. That's fun.
I mean, it's not. I think $508 a week. That's nothing. Right now.
If you could bless me by getting me in there, I'd forever praise you, and everyone will forever praise you for my work ethic.
Which is what makes sense.
Is what?
He's hired some whack jobs.
Is it whack job?
Like they were just. There was this one kid that. Well, he wasn't a kid. He was like. I think he was like 40 maybe.
You're saying they hire whack jobs?
He just doesn't care. He don't give any. Well, see, he doesn't own the company anymore. But I mean,
So
I
we're
think
about
would be
to,
Mark would
so
be.
we're about to start our season. It's going to be summer soon, right?
Yeah, I don't know exactly when the helpers will start.
So go ahead. This dude's a whack job.
Well, yeah, you should give everybody a chance. I mean, if you work out,
Good.
work out.